We don't lose people. People lose us. No, we don't lose people. I remember I was working with a company some years ago, and one day the CEO had a meeting with another assistant with me, and they said, Enis, you've been very amazing, blah 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 blah, but we need to do some things, and then sorry, I have to let you go. And he said, sorry, you have to let me go? No, sorry, I have to let you go. I have to let you go. Do you know what it means for me to be in your company? This guy is blessed. Don't you? I'm a blessed guy. Maybe they don't realize, because the thing about it is, the beautiful part of this is that others don't have to realize it. They don't have to realize that you are special they don't have to know it. Once you know, that's all that matters, that I'm special. Because sometimes there are those who try to make us feel that we are not special. You see, but I am special. And when I say no to certain things, there are those who might get offended. But it is because I am special. See, everything is not meant for me. There are those who get hurt too many times before moving on. You shouldn't. When you see the signs, you are special. You pull back. I'm special. You see, it's part of the understanding of who you are. So, when you're in a place where there's no longer regard or as much value, remember you are God's most important creation. So, when you are treated as second class or second place, there's no need to wait. There's no need to wait. So it is the understanding that you are special and you deserve. And think about it. If God thinks you deserve the best, who should think any less? No, think about it. If the Creator thinks you are special, then if anybody tries to make me feel like I'm not special, then you don't deserve me. You don't deserve to be in my circle. So this is something you must carry in your spirit and wear like a badge, that you are special. Now, that you are special doesn't mean you treat others badly. No, you are just special. You're not saying I'm more special than you are. It's not a comparison to somebody else, but I am just as special as could ever be. So this is part of your affirmation. I am special. You have to drive it in, which is why no job is too good for you to leave. See, when this becomes your mentality and your mindset, nothing is too there for you to leave. You can part with anything. Because sometimes we are in the bondage that we put ourselves in, that we ought not to be in. Hurt leads to bitterness. Most times that's the end result of it. So before you know it, yes, it's fine. So before you know it, even beyond the people who hurt you, other people start becoming negative beneficiaries of that hurt. So you now vent anger to them, you vent resentment, you vent bitterness, you vent sometimes even hatred. Yet they did not commit the offense. You see, so you are letting somebody else or some circumstance make you vent what is not inside you. Clearly, what you are to vent or express, what should come out from you, should only be the virtues and the perfections of God. Anything outside that should not pass through you. Many security checks, and then you pass through, and if there's anything unallowable, the machine will read it and you have to take it back. All right, so that's how we are. There are things we allow and disallow. So I disallow bitterness through me. I disallow anger through me. I refuse to give vent. Somebody else may, but when it gets to me, it's terminated. What comes out from me are only beautiful things. only beautiful things come out of me. Because sometimes when you do something wrong, you find it so hard to let go. And you're beating yourself and thinking, no, I shouldn't have done this. And you just remain there sometimes for a very long time. Yet, God has moved on from that. And you just remain there. You see, we let their bad behavior change our good behavior. Think about it. Saying hi to someone in the morning is good behavior. Oh, good morning. Hi, how are you? See, that's good behavior. But then somebody's bad behavior. Now you now say, I'm not telling. No, I didn't see you too. So now, so you see, you are now acting in a way you would not want to act. See, you're not changing your own good behavior. So always you should be in the driver's seat. You should be the one to pull them to this positive side and not them dragging you to their negative side. Don't let anyone come into your space and just throw in anything there. I tell myself, I am not a garbage. You can't just drop anything you want there. No, I filter. I choose what should stay in and I decide what to go out. So I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I control my environment. This was one of the things that changed my life entirely. Meaning, when I come into a situation and I speak, I should be speaking what God would have said. You see, that's why you can never get me to take sides. No. When I come in, it's about what is God saying. And how do I know what God is saying? It's about what His word says. His word is His righteousness. So His word is fair. So when I give His word, of course there are those who might not like it, but it makes no difference. His word is my opinion. My opinion becomes God's opinion. You see, so God's opinion is my opinion. So this is key. So I'm to speak out for Him. And that's why vulgar words will not come out of your mouth. No, it's because you are so conscious of who you are. I'm different. There are times we just make some jokes and we say certain things, and then you ask yourself, listen, here it's written, you are to speak out for God. Is this what God would say? No, He wouldn't speak like this. You are in the UK, and if there are those who really display royalty, it is the United Kingdom. And you know what it means for the Queen and the Prince, and you know what the dynasty is like. The royalty. The royalty you see in the UK is a copy of the real royalty. It's a copy. And you are not of that copy. You are of the actual royalty. Then you ask yourself, how should I behave? Oh. I'm a king. Kings don't get broken down. Kings break things. We break things. You don't break us down. No. You don't break us down. Think about it. A king has to his disposal all forms of forces. All he needs is to say the word. So he is at no disadvantage whatsoever. He can change anything. He calls the shots. We call the shots. We call the shot. You don't call the shot on me. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't let that happen. You don't decide how I live. You don't decide my happiness. No, you can't. It's not in your power to do so. No one can control my happiness. No. No, the power is with me. The authority is with me. I decide how things go. The king has the last word. So, we don't give others or circumstances the opportunity or the privilege to have the last word on how we, on how we behave, on how we react. No, I have the last word. And the last word is I choose to be happy. Hey. And nothing changes. That's the final word. I choose to be happy. You see, it's so powerful. Once you understand who you really are, then you realize that some things you had been trying to move on from for so long, you could just move on in split second and say today is the end. This is the last time I cry about this. This is the last time. This is the last time. It's so powerful. Once you understand who you really are, then you realize that some things you had been trying to move on from for so long, you could just move on in split second and say today is the end. This is the last time I cry about this. This is the last time. This is the last time. You have the last word. Kings don't beg. Oh no, we don't beg. We don't. Kings don't beg. So I'm not going to beg for favor. I'm not going to beg for compassion. I'm not going to beg for love. I don't beg for anything. Kings don't beg. Listen, if you have me in your circle, you are blessed. If you have me in your life, somewhere in your corner, you are really blessed. Absolutely, you are. Many people, because they don't know who they are always seeking validation, always seeking approval. They need someone to tell them that they look good. They need someone to tell them that they have done the right thing. They need some form of validation all the time. No. I don't need you to tell me I did well, I look good. No. You are amazing. No, I don't need. That's why you see compliments then take a new turn for you. I know people who used to live on compliments. Until I met them. I said, no, you don't live on compliments. They are always seeking approval. Always. They want something good from me. They want a nice comment. Always seeking someone else to validate what they have done. You are already validated by God. Already stamped and approved by Him. You need no further validation. When I was in school, I would tell, and I did so well in school. I had excellent grades. But I would tell my fellow students, I say, while you're studying for your exams and preparing for your classes, make sure you're also learning from the manual about life, because this is the real manual. Because if you score an A1 in school and get an F9 in life, you failed. You failed. You see? So, but of course, what God wants for you to have an A1 everywhere. I mean, all round. That's the best. But even if you had an F9 in life or in school, in your work, in your family, because you see, imagine somebody who felt or who feels, I failed as a mother. I failed as a child, as a daughter. I failed as a spouse. I failed in my marriage. I failed in my business. All of those things don't define you. Just don't fail in life. And if you know this manual, you know God's word, you can't fail in life. You know you don't fail. Listen, there are some people that you should never allow into your life. And this is true. This is now you retraining and reprogramming your mind. Saying, mind, if they do that, we don't respond this way. We respond differently. You see? So I told you that it is what your response is a result of the things that have happened in your past experience. But now we are retraining the mind, saying, no, mind, no, we don't act that way. No. We don't respond that way. No, we respond differently. And that's what this whole thing is all about.